Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is my own pattern that I did put together, and I mentioned it on Facebook the other night. This is my baby wig beanie, and instead of ears it's going to have two bows, and I added some little blonde hair to it, and I only did one side because I wanted to do the other side with you on video. Now basically all I did, I took some baby yarn. I got the multicolored baby yarn in the pastels, and then I also used the purple. So what I did is I made a basic half double crochet beanie, and if I can link that to this video, it'll either be up above your screen or down below. I will try to link that in the video so it'll take you directly to doing the half double crochet beanie for those of you who are not familiar with how to do it. But then this is kind of going to be like a mini clip video. I'm just going to show you how to do the bow and how to do the hair. So I had this dream the other night, and I was like, oh, let's do this. So this is what I was dreaming about. So I kind of put it to work. Alright, so let's get started on that. And what we're going to do, we're going to set this aside, and I'm going to take my purple roll of yarn, and we are going to start off with a slip knot. And I'm using a 5.5 millimeter hook. And what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet 10. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? I believe that's how long I did it anyway. Let's see. Maybe I did 12. Let's do 12. Forgot what I wrote down. Alright. Now in the second chain from the hook, you're going to do a half double crochet. Okay? And you will do this all the way to the end. And this is not hard. This is a simple way to make a bow, which there are many ways to make a bow. This is just the way that I chose to make the bow for this project. And it's just simply working in half double crochet. And I've seen some of these in pattern books, and I thought, let me develop my own way of making one, which is what us as artists do. So you want to half double crochet across. So instead of 12 stitches, you should have 10. Okay. Let's get into that last one. Alright, and then you're going to chain up 2, and you're going to turn. You're not going to go into that first one, you're going to go into the next one for another half double crochet. Alright, and you're going to go across and do that again. And let me see my rows. I think I have either 3 or 4 rows. Maybe more. And I didn't write this pattern down. I just kind of went off memory. But I'll know once it gets there. So we will do this row. And you're still working in half double crochet. Oops. Let's get into both of those. Alright, when you get to the end, let's make sure you get 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright. Chain up 2, and what I'm going to have you to do is go ahead and do that a total of 2 more rows, and once I do that I'll come back and we will count and see if I have the correct amount of rows for that. So let's start off with doing a total of 4 half double crochet rows, and as soon as I finish up I will meet you back and we will count them up and see what we have. Okay guys, what I've done is I've gone to row 4, just like I said. Now what we're going to do here is we're just going to finish off, so make sure you leave yourself a tail. And then you're just going to pull through and make that a knot, and you can either tuck your ends in now or you can do that in just a bit. I will do mine here in a bit. Now I'm going to take the pastel color that I had and I'm going to make that into a slip knot as well. Okay, now you're going to pick a corner. Doesn't matter which corner you go in. I'm going to start here at my right corner. Make sure you go into the stitch, for a slip stitch, and then you want to chain 1 to start. Okay, and you're just going to kind of make your way through your stitches. You're just going to space them out evenly. And in these, on this side, you don't have to space out. You're just going to go into each one for a single crochet. Okay, you're just putting a single crochet border all the way around this. And you want to work over that tail as you're going along. And then if you want to pick up the tail that's here at the corner when you round it, you can work over that as well and then trim up at the end. Okay, so when you get ready to turn that corner, you want to put 2 in that corner. Don't have to be in a stitch, just as long as you have it somewhere in the vicinity of that corner. And then on the side, you want to make sure to work 5 single crochet in on the side. Okay, you want to make sure that they're evenly spaced, so put 5. So that was 3, 4, and then the 5th one should be right in your corner. And actually you're going to put 2 in that corner like we just did. Okay, so now once you've turned that corner, now you're going to go and you're just going to fill in with a single crochet in these next stitches. Now if you see here, you're working on the underside. I don't ever go inside that one loop. I always go inside the gap. That gives it better form and doesn't leave you hanging just by a loop. You know, if I'm going to do all this work, I'm going to make sure it's going to withhold the pressure of, you know, being handled, and that way it's not just held on by a thread. Okay, so once again, you're at the corner, so you want to put an extra one right there in that corner. Now you're going to go down the last stretch here and work over that tail if you still have one. And you want to do 5 evenly spaced on this side as well, so you have the same count as you do on the other side. Let's try that one again. So that's 4. That's 4 right here, and then there's 5. And you want to do that last one. And now you want to jump over into that stitch and you want to pull through and through. Alright, now you can finish that off the same way. And if you have any tail left, you can tie these here together, and that will give you some extra security as well. And I believe in tying as much as possible because that gives you a lot of extra security in your items that you're making. So, and then you can start working back and forth. You can get your tails worked in. However you choose to do it, whether you choose to go up and along the sides or whether you choose to go through the middle, it's totally up to you. I've done it both ways. And then once you get it so far, you can go ahead and clip. Okay, so now what you're going to do, I'm going to go back to my purple, and we're going to make this middle part right here. And you can use whatever shade you want. And it's just going to be a simple pattern. Move that out of the way and get organized here. So I'm going to make yet another slip knot. And you want to do this a little bit shorter, because what you're going to do is you're going to fold this like so. And you're going to wrap it around, but you want to make sure that this is not too long. You want to make sure that it's snug, and then that way when you sew it in, it's going to hold it. So let's do 3, okay? And then you're just going to do a half, let's see, I think I did single crochet. You're going to do a single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and then you're going to chain up 1. You're going to do single crochet, single crochet, chain up 1, and you're just going to keep doing that until your piece is long enough. You'll just have to keep measuring when you get to a certain length to make sure, you know, you don't have to stretch it out of proportion, but you do want it to stretch some because you don't want it to have a lot of give to it. Otherwise, your bow won't stay clamped up inside of it. So this is simple. You're just doing single crochet, chain 1 until this piece is long enough. Okay, as soon as mine's long enough, I'll be back with you and show you how to put that together. Guys, I'm back. So basically, mine's probably about 2.5 inches, close to 3, if that. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. And then what I did is I cut my piece, you know, maybe 12, 16 inches long. And what you're going to do is you're just going to pull it through and you're going to kind of knot that so that stays secure. Now, you're going to get yourself your needle, whether it be one of the plastic ones or one of your metal ones. And you're going to thread that end piece into that. And what you're going to do, and yeah, I have a couple little stragglers there, it's fine. You're going to wad that up in the center. And you're going to place this to where the seam is at the back, and you're just going to wrap that. Now what you're going to do to start off with, you want to make sure you get under several of those loops, and you don't have to be precise about this, okay, because it's just going to blend right in. And then you're just going to go back over the side, and you want to make sure that you go far enough under to where, let me see if I can zoom in a bit. You want to go far enough under. It doesn't even matter really, because this is really not going to show that much. But you want to make sure that you get this sewn into part of the bow itself right through there. So, you know, you're going to make, well, that one didn't work out right. You're going to make a couple passes just so that that is secure, and you're just going to do that back and forth a couple times. You know, no more than about 4 times should be plenty. And then you want to make sure that that's good and tight. And you will have to straighten that up a bit. So you turn it over, and this is what you've got. You've got your bow. Now, you can either take these two and tie them, or you could just go ahead and slip that all in and tuck it. And I'm just going to tuck it a little bit there for the end piece, and I'm going to cut that up. Now, you still want to leave this threaded, because now you're going to position your bow accordingly to the other side. Let me back it up again here. Okay, so you want to get it as best as you can, as close as you can to where you were at with the other one. So, you know, sometimes it's hard to get them perfect, but that looks about right. Right there. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to hold that in place. And you're going to go down into here, and you want to go down into the beanie. And you want to get it right under some of those first loops. That way that holds that in. And then you can take your hand underneath here and hold it. That way you don't sew two sides together. And then you'll go in and out just a couple times until your bow is securely fastened. But you don't want to, you want to leave it a little bit wobbly. You don't want it like super glued to your beanie, you know, because little bows, they just flop around on the little girls. And you want to give that a realistic effect. You know, you want them a little bit loose. So just go in the front and in the back. So see, I'm going to go in the back here this time. Okay, and then through the back. And we will go down, not through the front there. Okay, now you can go in the beanie and you can start pulling it through. Thread it through a couple of those threads. That way you can secure that. Do that once or twice, and then leave your hoop here and then pull through that hoop, and that will secure that part. Leave you enough to tuck in. And we can fix that here in just a bit. Okay, so as of right now, you have this for your beanie. Now what you're going to do, and I've already done it, but you're going to take strands of whatever color hair you want, and I would leave them extra long because by the time that you pull them through, they really shorten up. So mine were about this long. I'm not really sure what it measures, but anyway, you're just going to measure them out, and you're going to get a nice handful of them. And then let me get my bigger hook here. And what I did is I went right underneath the bow, right there when I sewed that, okay? And you're going to hold the hair in the middle point, and you're going to wrap it onto that hook, and you're going to pull all of that through to here. And then you're going to put your finger in the center of that, and then you want to even up all these little strands of hair. Then you're going to grab it, and you're going to pull it all through and make yourself a nice little knot. And then you can trim it up if you like, or not. And then I'll trim up my little ends that I have sticking out, which are not very many. Okay, and then you have hair. So when she puts it on her head, it looks like she has little bows and she has hair. Isn't that cute? So this was a project I came up with on my own, which, like I said, I've seen a couple here and there, but I wanted to design my own pattern for it. So again, you can do this with any color hair. You can do it with any kind of yarn. You can make it for adults. You know, you can make it for Halloween costumes if you like, but they're so cute on little babies. So again, I will do my best to link the half double crochet beanie video here for you. If I cannot link it properly in the video, I will leave it in the description box. That way you can still have it available. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed my new pattern, and if you do try it out, I would enjoy seeing pictures of your colors and your design. So again, guys, happy hooking until the next video, and hope you enjoyed the baby wig beanie. Until next time, happy hooking!